Hello, everyone. My name is Tim Yandel. I'm the VP of Global Sales at Sama, which we are a certified B Corporation in the AI industry, and we help fuel the world's leading AI companies with high-quality training data. Today, I'll be talking about the importance of AI bias and its impact on machine learning algorithms. What I'll try to cover today is why bias matters, how to avoid it, and the importance of ethical AI. In addition to individuals and politicians, companies have the power to really incite change, especially in the AI industry. That is why we need to build AI for the future that we want. Training an algorithm itself is a very difficult problem. And like many computing problems, it's typically garbage in, garbage out. A recent McKinsey report actually named the top 5 limitations that businesses face when adopting AI. And 3 out of the 5 listed related to data and bias. Those are labeling training data, obtaining data sets, and bias in data and algorithms. AI bias can actually creep in at any stage of the data training lifecycle, but most commonly in those 3 categories. Again, data set bias, training bias, and algorithm bias. So data set bias occurs when the ground truth training data does not provide enough information for the model to learn the problem, or when the data doesn't reflect reality in some way. Training bias is the result of poor quality and inconsistent data labeling, which could come from unclear labeling instructions or pressure from labeling companies to cut costs in favor of speed and standardization. And finally, algorithmic bias occurs when the algorithm itself makes poor predictions or produces poor results. Algorithmic bias is often the result of biased data or poor labeling. Models trained on biased data not only produce inaccurate algorithms, they also present ethical and legal and safety problems. And in some cases, biased data and computer vision can further perpetuate negative stereotypes across race and gender. Left unchecked, algorithms trained on biased data greatly impact the daily lives of people, and will create an even larger rift for public trust toward the application of AI. So in summary, countering and avoiding bias is an ongoing process that begins with project scoping. It continues through data sourcing and algorithm trading. All this lives on through the ongoing testing after the model is live and ready. An effective data strategy, training data strategy, also takes into account data quality, data security, and ethical sourcing pipeline. Unbiased data is the foundation of quality. The next step involves clear, objective training rules paired with expertly trained annotators working in a platform that guides them to create high quality labeled data that follows the training rules themselves. This is all truly important to understand and ensure that your algorithm learns properly with accurate data. Data security itself really needs no introduction. The cost of a data security breach is often unrecoverable for many organizations. It's important to protect data from unauthorized access and corruption throughout its lifecycle. This protection ranges from data storage encryption in transit, secure APIs, and secure physical offices for the data annotators. And finally, there's ethical sourcing. Ethics in AI are finally becoming more important when businesses are making purchase decisions on what kind of vendors for AI labeling they would like to use. Ethical sourcing and training data entails informed legal user consent for data capture. It also can mean purchasing photo rights from stock sites and, of course, documenting everything and the sources to prove you did everything right. Ethical data sourcing also involves the workers. When it comes to the human annotated and structured data set, as in all forms of work, workers deserve living wages, reasonable hours, and good working conditions. And most importantly, for the AI practitioners is to not to partner with companies who force their workers to standardize or fall in line with their work to increase efficiency just for profit margins. This is why I'm proud to be working at Sama. Sama is widely recognized as the best data labeling platform for computer vision and NLP. It is trusted by leading technology companies like Google, Microsoft, Salesforce, and among others. In fact, leaders choose Sama because of our combination of a platform and ethical mission. And all of this produces industry-leading high-quality training data. Sama has developed solutions such as AI bias detection, workflow cloning, and model optimization. This is equated in 3 to 4x efficiency improvement for a single class annotation, and has resulted in exhibiting an average consistency between 96% and 99.5%. This accuracy is well above industry standard quality and makes it one of the most precise and efficient solutions currently on the market. As a world-class business partner, As a world-class business partner for companies across a range of industries, Sama's leading training data is used to feed ML algorithms across a range of use cases, including powering robot-assisted surgery, autonomous vehicles, personalized online shopping experience, and cashless checkout. Sama is disrupting the crowded AI market by using its technology to positively impact the broader AI industry and our society as a whole. And as many lives and businesses face challenges in 2020, we had to find a way to persevere. In order to provide the training data needed, Sama had to ensure its employees could safely maintain their jobs and deliver secure, highly quality training data to customers throughout the pandemic. To achieve this, Sama launched Sama Home, a solution that provided safe living conditions to its employees in Nairobi and Uganda. As needs changed this past year, Sama also invested in a longer-term work-from-home program, ensuring employees had consistent access to resources like internet infrastructure to enable success throughout the pandemic. These investments allowed Sama employees to continue providing the accurate training data needed to power our clients' AI technology and be safe while doing so. Every Sama customer that engages with Sama actually impacts workers positively. Those workers are women and youth in East Africa and in Asia. In fact, Sama AI has impacted more than 53,000 students, workers, and families since our inception in 2008. We also recently completed an RCT study, that's a randomized controlled trial in partnership with MIT, which found that individuals who received the training and opportunity for employment at Sama reported higher employment rates down the road and earnings than those who did not receive training or an opportunity to work at Sama. The humans creating training data for algorithms are the soul of AI. It's not always in the conversation when speaking about AI, but it really should be. The humanitarian aspects of today's digital supply chain are often overlooked. In the fall, Sama also became one of the few AI companies to become a certified B Corporation. Protecting the soul of AI means ensuring workers in the AI supply chain are treated with the dignity and respect and are given the same opportunity to build life and career skills that all of us do and set them up for long-term success. AI is a force that will continue to drive the next clean industrial revolution. From self-driving cars to breakthroughs in healthcare, AI has the power to fuel innovation, but also humanity. And we don't have to sacrifice the ability to make an even more meaningful impact in the process of this innovation in lieu of doing the right thing. As we continue to solve the many training data challenges associated with adopting AI, let us as an industry ensure we're also advocating for ethical supply chain standards in the world of AI. Thank you all for joining today's session. If you're looking to begin or improve your machine learning capabilities, send us a message. You can find my email below or visit us at sama.com. Thank you so much.